It's San Quentin's crown jewel, a brand new prison hospital. At $136 million, it's state-of-the-art medical care for some of this state's worst offenders.
This is our primary care clinics.
Jackie Clark is the head of the prison healthcare system and took us on a tour.
We have exam rooms, physical therapy, lab service.
Is that a little bit better?
Yeah, thank you.
None of this came easy. Healthcare at San Quentin used to be so bad that inmates filed a class action suit. In 2005, a 3-judge panel found the entire California prison healthcare system broken beyond repair and ordered a federal receiver to take over and fix it.
Looks like it's healing, okay?
Sam Johnson serving life for first-degree murder.
Excellent.
Before we used to dread going to medical. Now, when we come in, they make us feel like humans, just like on the outside.
He's recovering from a weekend warrior injury to his knee.
I had arthroscopic surgery about 3 weeks ago.
So did Isaiah Thompson.
I tore it up playing football.
Both prisoners injured in the prison yard. But even though there's a surgeon on staff, their surgeries were done at outside hospitals.
We do what we can here, and things that we can't do, we will still refer out.
So just sign there.
They're referring out a lot.
I actually went to Kent Field in Marin, which it's like a little outpatient clinic.
David Cole's medical emergency.
I have a blister on my on my toe.
As a diabetic, he could easily be treated inside. So why does he go out for a blister?
They do have a podiatrist here. I don't know. I can't tell you exactly.
A podiatrist, a surgeon. In fact, there are 14 physicians and 100 nurses on staff here at San Quentin, many earning 6-figure salaries for inmate treatment, much of which is happening elsewhere.
Why can't we have medical personnel make a legitimate assessment right there in the prison so we're not taking this guy on his weekly joyride?
Chuck Alexander is vice president of the Correctional Officers Union and hears from the guards every day.
We routinely get complaints about people being taken out for lancing of a boil, a couple of stitches for a cut. I recently heard of a complaint of an inmate on death row that was taken out to participate in sleep apnea treatments.
It's true. How do we know? CBS 5 followed this unmarked corrections car with a van of inmates from the prison across the Richmond Bridge. Half an hour later, the caravan was in the parking lot of Doctors Medical Center in San Pablo. 3 shackled prisoners lumbered out of the van into the darkness, followed by 6 guards, all headed into the sleep clinic. The next morning, before daybreak, we were there as they filed back into the white van to head back to their cells. CBS 5 has learned that last year alone, San Quentin sent 17 prisoners, including death row inmates, to sleep clinics.
If that's happening, it shouldn't be.
Clark Kelso is the federal receiver hired to fix the prison healthcare system.
No question we still have work to do there to tie down excessive referrals.
But he defends the $136 million new hospital.
I think it was a necessary use of taxpayer dollars.
Kelso says spending has been curbed by setting up an HMO-like network for providers.
We were paying about twice as much in many cases for sending somebody out. So we're doing much better.
HealthNet is that HMO. Last year, taxpayers spent $380 million in claims, much of it going to HealthNet. But when we ask for a breakdown,
there's a state statute that prohibits me from disclosing confidential trade secret information.
To leave this area untouched and unknown, I think has to raise concerns for all of us.
Assemblyman Roger Dickinson was behind a bill that would have forced HealthNet to reveal its billings. It never passed.
The argument made by the health insurance companies is that it would be a competitive disadvantage.
What answer do you give to those millions who don't have health care but are paying taxes, and their taxes are going to these confined, sometimes condemned inmates?
If you're going to incarcerate this number of prisoners, you have to be willing to pay for what you have to do to incarcerate. And providing health care is one of those things.
I think that the people at home hearing a report like this should be concerned about how that $2 billion is being utilized.